let you go and do that. Sure. Buffy. Mm-hmm. I got Fred Warner. I'm good. Yeah.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, Edie!
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, 49ers. goes. Kevin Coleman, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I don't know. Some days.
Check 53's Mike.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Shotgun.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Good stop. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't know no.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Whoa. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I don't even know. And it was a perfect timing user pick at that.
Here we go. 180.
Check, check. No. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Shoot.
Man.
Shoot.
On first down, it's Coleman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Lions' 44-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
The 49er first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Check, 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 check.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, check. 80. Hey, do.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen hands off to Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen, screenplay, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check pass.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Hi, I'm the away team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They find some open field here. He's got daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Allen Alexander, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that kid on. Check. 40's mine.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? 21-0 our score after 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Right 40. Check. He's coming. Man, let's get some pace.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rip right.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Bawden. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Whip. Watch the whip, man.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get in that hole.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards that time on the ground.
I ran that one out on purpose because I wasn't sure how close I was to the cap. Yeah, 216 and 36. Nah, I'd have been at...
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
And now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey. Kill. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yeah, I'm a god on say that shit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Hug.
From the 31, Rosen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Rosen now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Rosen will throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that is incomplete here. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. Kill.
They will run again with Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now I don't have to worry about.
They can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Barber on first and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third down, here comes Barber, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll return it from the 6. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Next, 53, Mike. You got that on that. You got it.
Here's Rosen to throw. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it'll bring up third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Once again, it's Barber. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Kill. No.
Two.
Running is Barber. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Rosen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
Now Rosen. This complete to Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can find.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
I'm not trying to run the score any more than I already have.
Let's go.
If anything, I would throw on 3rd down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Monday.
Now it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Rosen. This will be caught by Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I'm coming after you.
Right.
54.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And James has it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass.
To throw is Rosen, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber, 30, the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Laquan Treadwell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Get the 1st down, and then we'll call it from there.
Here we go. 180.
40's the mic. 40's the mic.
Try to do this the right way.
Garoppolo looking to throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Won't matter. Like I said,
down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Ricky.
and I'm in field goal range, so he tries to get cute.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
I declined it. The clock kept moving.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
They don't do them enough in Madden for some reason.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they king on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And I finished it with a minute
So
and a
for
half
the Niners, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home.
He said we're on steroids. Quan got an upgrade. DJ Reed's got an upgrade, which is a second ability as well. I believe that's not what I get. Universal coverage. Hot damn. Happy New Year, bitches. We're back in the roaring 20s. I expect to see flapper dresses and opium dens as far as the eye can see. Say what? Yeah. Yeah, let him get 2 garbage time touchdowns. That reminds me, I need another. Who? What do you have against Usher? Got you got against Usher, baby. Yeah. Do I want to snag someone off of MJD's practice squad? Might as well. He's pretty fast. And he's got decent break tackle, dope ass trucking. I have won the final game of 2019. Fuck yeah, bitch! You got one? Don't talk about it, bitch. Be about it. Times Square smells like piss and vomit all the time.